Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames, and in this video we will be talking about Kim Kardashian's crying marathon that she's on. And this time around, Kim is saying that she is refusing to be Kanye West's cleanup crew and explains why she let him hit rock bottom. Now, first of all, I have to say, you never hit rock bottom, right? And I believe that even if he did, there's nothing wrong with that. I believe that everyone at some point in time hits rock bottom. It doesn't mean that you have no money, you have no one. It just means that what you're going through is tough, it is challenging. And for that moment, whether that moment might be a day, two, a week, a year, a month, you're having a tough time trying to navigate through things. A lot of people hit rock bottom. Everyone hits rock bottom at some point in their life as an adult. It's a part of adulting, it's a part of life. And I believe it is only natural. And when someone can pick themselves up, that's even, better. That's one of the most important things. It's not the things that we go through as, an individual, but it's how we come out of them. We've seen Kim Kardashian hit rock bottom a few times. So why is she saying that she is going to allow him? You're not God. You do not control the things that, determines his survival. Why is she acting like this? And why is she always acting like this? Her and her family doesn't appreciate Ye talking about her. And when Ye was talking about her, it's not as though he was talking about, Kim directly. He was talking about being a non-custodial dad. He was talking about, the mind games that her family and her has played with him. For example, just giving him 5% of skims. Like, who wouldn't talk about it? And who in your family, Kim, which man who has been a part of your family has never hit rock bottom? Every single man that dates in your family hits rock bottom. And that's why people have you guys, referring to as being highly cursed. You people suck men dry. You take their soul. You change their life. Pretend as though you want this individual to be a part of your family. You suck them and leave them high and dry. You and your family left you in a sunken place. So you're telling me that you took a vow that says for better or worse. When the worst came, for you to work through it with your husband, you up and left your husband just when he needed you the most. But when you were there crying about Ray J and the sex tape, when you were crying about men in the industry calling you a whore, a pass around, your husband at the time went to war against everyone that he could just to ensure that you gained respect to your fucking name. And this is how you repay him. Let me tell you something. Every time Kim does this, like, I want to fight her. And I honestly want to fight her every time she does this. I would actually fight this woman. I swear to God. And I kid you not. Because this is evil. This is evil that we are witnessing. Now, I must say that I do believe that Ye, during his moment, during his illness, was, difficult to deal with. But you do not give up on someone like that. You had a family unit. He was there helping you and your entire family out. He ensured that you guys set up your brand. He encouraged you guys to stop, doing promotions for people brand. Focus on building your own brand. Focus on building your empire. And you're telling me that didn't mean anything to you and your family? This woman is as sick and as disgusting as they come. And I say it with no apologies. I don't know how people look at this woman as a decent human being, but she's not. She's not a decent human being. She is, that person that uses people for her own personal financial gains. And the moment that she and her family has had enough, you will be discarded and treated like trash. Chloe is a bit different, I have to admit, because Chloe stays by her men. Courtney, I believe Courtney is different, but Kim and Chris, big problem. Very, um, you know, untrustworthy individual. I don't know how is it that she feels so bold and brave to be talking about this man, at such great lengths. But here you are crying, saying that he was talking about you, and the internet can prove that there's so much that you've said about him, more than what he has ever said about you. And let's say everything that Kim has been saying, you know, she's right. Didn't Kim tell us that Ye is mentally ill? So you're telling me that you told the world this man is bipolar, and his bipolar disease or disorder is the reason for his behavior. We understand that. What is the reason for your behavior? Yes, bipolarism is the reason why he keeps, talking about you and your family on the internet. What is your reason, Kim, for you to keep talking about him, knowing that he has bipolar disorder? Your behavior can currently trigger him, but you don't care about that, do you? Oh, but he should care about how you feel. It's really not making any sense. But let's talk about what this psycho woman is talking about, because she's really disgusting. She's really a disgusting human being. So, according to this report, right, Kim is saying that it's really tragic that she's stuck with this for the rest of her life, and she is overwhelmed, right, through tears as she cries during a confessional keeping up with the Kardashian. She still feels the need to talk about it and to protect it from the kids. Let's pause for a bit, because that's not making any sense right there. If you want to protect your kids from something, why are you putting it out in the public? Why are you putting it out in the open? Why are you expounding on it? Why are you ensuring that it gets published in all tabloids, all social media platform? Because bloggers are going to talk about it. Blog sites are going to talk about it. So if you want to protect your kids from something that is so tragic, how do you protect your kids? Because you're not displaying what you're saying, Kim, because you have your kids on social media consistently. They have access to social media to their own leisure. So how do you protect your kids? Because Ye has joint custody. So it can't be that you're saying that you're going to keep the kids away from their father, because you can't. He has joint custody. And you can't say that you're going to protect them, from his doing, because he's not doing anything. You are, right? And you cannot say you're protecting them from everything that he did, because you're talking about it, you're expounding upon it, you're opening that wound all over again, and you're ensuring that who did not get the message initially, who are not aware of what happened initially, you're ensuring that the information gets out to them. So how are you protecting your kids? You're not. You're telling a lie. You're monetizing this man's pain. You're monetizing their father's trauma. You told us. You are the first person to reveal to the world that Ye is bipolar. And people with mental health, when they act out, it's not something that it is normally considered to be, something that they intentionally did to hurt you. So if you are so knowledgeable as you're pretending to be, why are you acting out more than the individual that you told us is bipolar? It's not making any sense. And you're not making any sense. As a matter of fact, you're the one who's acting as though you're bipolar. Because if you know that this man has a mental illness, and you know that this is the father of your 4 kids, you want your kids to have their father, and you care about him, or you respect him, even by the slightest, what would you do? Would you still be bringing up all these things that you know are past trauma? Would you be, trying to ruin this man's reputation in the media? No, you wouldn't be trying to do that. But you consistently try to paint this horrible image of him. You believe that people are slow, people are stupid, but no one is buying into your cries any longer. Because when you took a vow, you said for better or worse. But when things got worse, you jumped ship. So you weren't there for worse. You were there just for the clout, just for the money and the attention that he gave you. And now that you and your family relevance is fading, what are you doing again? You're using his name for clout. You're using his name for relevance, because nothing that you're saying here is nothing new. You have been saying this for the past few months. You have been saying the same things repeatedly. And this is why people are just tired of you and your family. Ye has been minding his own business. He hasn't been talking about you. On very rare occasions, we see Ye, and if someone says something to him, he smiles, he says thank you, and he keeps it moving. We haven't heard a sentence from Ye in well over 6 months now. But here you are, keep talking, keep dragging this man, keep trashing this man. Reputation as though he is so horrible to you. He has never done anything for you. And the most disgusting part of it is that without Ye, you would not have a name. And the moment that Ye left, whatever respect that he built for you, whatever respect that he, fought so that you could earn, you threw it out the window by going on national TV, telling the world that you heard Pete had big DE and you were DTF. A grown-ass woman in her 40s came on national TV acting like a slut. After your husband, or ex-husband rather, has worked for years to put you on a pedestal, to clean off all that messy reputation that you had, you ruined it in less than 1 minute. And you went back to your former state where people saw you as cheap trash, a slut, a whore, a porn star. And people started to say, Ye was the one who was keeping you grounded. Ye was the only reason you were acting ladylike. But you're proving to people that you're nothing but cheap trash. And irrespective of all the money that you've earned, you're still unhappy, because that's the talk of the internet, Kim. I'm not saying this, I'm just repeating what people are saying about you. And this is what majority of people are saying about you. Your reputation is so bad at this point. You live in a state where more than 50% of the population wants absolutely nothing to do with you and your family. And you keep talking about this man, irrespective of the fact that many people may not appreciate some of the things that Ye has said. Ye is still in good grace with a lot of people. You're not. So you need to cut the ish out. And I know this video is lengthy, but honestly, it's really disgusting. It's really, sickening to see how Kim continues to act as though, everything that you did was so bad. She talks about his mental health, but at the same time, she's trying to trigger this man, because this is what she's doing. And now, let's continue with the second part of the, article. She's saying that normally when Ye does anything wrong or hits rock bottom, she would be calling everyone, saying to everyone behind his back, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay, don't worry, just give him another chance. She's saying that she used to spend hours upon hours upon hours of her day to be the cleanup crew, and she just doesn't have the energy anymore for that. But Ye has cleaned up your reputation, and he didn't spend hours upon hours every day. He did that for years upon years upon years, every single day. So you're telling me that Ye was supposed to be your cleanup crew every day for several years, and when it's time for you to return that favor, just a few hours, a few days, It is such a burden to you that you could not cope. You could not deal with this. So you're basically telling us that you were using this man all along. You're basically admitting that you have no love for him. You're basically admitting that you don't care about him. You're basically admitting that you used him. You're admitting to us that when you took that vow that says for better or worse, you lied. You lied to the entire world. You lied to the father of your 4 kids. And you lied to your 4 kids. Because you're not for worse, you're for only better. Only if this relationship gets better, I will stay in it. Only if my husband keeps giving me everything I want, getting me on all those red carpet events, I will stay with him. But the moment he didn't have the strength to do that and to worship me and to help me and my family make money, the moment that he needed me and my family, that's the time my marriage was over. That's the time I was ready for a divorce. That's what you're telling us. For the people who have common sense to read between the lines of what you're saying. And this is what makes you a disgusting human being. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. See you all next time. Bye, guys.